Hi!
Welcome back to this episode of
Red Flag,
Missing the Red Flag. I'm Deanna.
And I'm Coleman.
And if you don't know this about us, we are both single and honey. Yes, I was not expecting that. We are both single and actively dating in New York City, and we are actively missing the red flags. In this series, we're going to go over our first dates and everything that happens and all the bad things that happen, and then we try to find the red flags that each other missed in them. So if you haven't seen the first episode, go back and check it out. That was I missed major red flags on this last guy. But today's guy, this episode's guy, I don't think I missed that many red flags. I just think him having a girlfriend was the zinger. I was so excited about how I was meeting this guy. It was like a beautiful New York love story. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was like a typical movie in the making.
Love it.
So I'm just gonna lay it all out for you, and if Coleman catches any red flags that I miss, he's gonna pop it out. Please play along at home, and let's get into it. It all starts on a summer day. I'm riding the 1 train. There was a complication and the train stopped. And the train was stopped for a long time. And I'm hearing announcements, but I have my headphones in. And I turn to the guy next to me. He's a few seats down. I turn to him. We're both wearing face masks. And I was like, hey, I totally blacked out. Like, what's going on? Like, I had my headphones in. And he was like, oh, there's a complication with the train. Like, it looks like we're going to be stuck here for a while. They're not going to open the doors until they get whatever is happening over. And I was like, that sounds amazing. And so we're joking. We're having a great time on the subway because of this like freak incident. It's like a New York City meet cute. Can you ask for anything better?
It's like both of your dogs like run to each other and they're like making out and you're like, sorry, my
You're
dog.
like, oh my God, the dog leash has just like twirled us together and we're meeting. So cute. He's from Hawaii. He's visiting for 2 weeks because he has friends that go to a university that's near where I live. He's funny. I can tell, even though his mask is on, that he's a very handsome man. He's a big guy, very tall. He's got long legs. I was like, you know, you are kind of my type, but I'm not flirting. I was like, neither of us were really flirting. We were just like making conversation.
Yeah, you're just having a good old time.
Yeah. Then
Doodling around.
one door opens, so we have to walk through the whole subway to get to the one door of the subway that's letting everyone out. So that's another 10-minute experience. And then we get out, and I'm waiting now for the 2 express train to come. And he's waiting with me for another 10 minutes. And then he goes, I have a confession to make. This is actually my stop. I was just waiting with you so I could spend more time with you.
So cute.
So cute. I was like, oh, that's so nice. He asks me out, gets my number, asks me out, and I was like, oh my God, yes, you're only here 2 weeks? Absolutely. Couldn't think of anything better, honestly. He texts me and he was like, honestly, I'll be finished with my friends like around whatever time. I can meet you at 3:00. Done. We go to Ruby Rosa. We go to Ruby Rosa in New York City because I know they have the famous tie-dye pizza. So I was like, let's go.
Tie-dye pizza?
Yeah. Oh my God, I have to take you. They have this like famous tie-dye pizza there. If you don't know New York, it's literally famous. It's literally famous. I have to take you. Pesto, vodka sauce, marinara sauce, all in a tie-dye on a pizza.
Oh my,
So
that sounds
good.
amazing.
So we're there, we're sitting and we're talking and getting to know each other. And oh no. We're talking and getting to know each other. And Coleman thinks that's a red flag.
I didn't mean to do that.
We have to restock the red flags, restocking the red flags. There we go. I'm trying to think of like, we're having a standard conversation, but something comes up where I bring up social media. I didn't tell him what I did, but I brought up social media and he was like, I do not have social media. I do not use it. I have nothing. Like, I don't have Instagram, Facebook, anything. I didn't think anything of it. I actually was happy. I was like, that sounds fantastic. I was like, anyways, like, let's talk about anything else.
Technically, that's not a red flag, right?
I don't know.
Because there are people that don't have social media, like my friend Michael.
Doesn't have social media?
Mm-mm.
But I thought like this day and age, like people have something. I didn't think anything of it. You let us know. Is not having social media a red flag? I'm thinking now that I know what happens at the end of the story, it was in this case. But yeah, he said he didn't have it, and I loved that. I was like, great. That means.
Did you ask why?
No.
I mean, also that's just someone's choice. You shouldn't have to ask why.
Right.
But knowing what we know.
But you know what? I wasn't asking any of those freaking questions, and maybe that's on me. I wasn't asking what he did for a living. Like, maybe he had a job that meant he couldn't have social media. I was just excited. I was like, I went inward, right? He said he didn't have social media, and I went, that's fantastic. You won't look me up. I can talk about you online. I can blog about this. Like, I just was happy.
Yeah.
Then he ordered a salad, and he said these words exactly. After he ordered a salad and the waitress walked away, he said, I'm ordering a salad, but that doesn't make me any less of an alpha, okay? I'm not a beta because I'm ordering a salad.
And you thought that was a red flag? You didn't tell me that.
It was interesting. Well, I mean, now that I've really been dissecting the date, I was like, what did I miss?
That is like...
Isn't that interesting?
Toxic, kind of.
You know what I mean?
To be like, I'm getting a salad, but like, it's not a big deal. Like,
do you know what I mean?
I'm not any less a man.
And he waited until the waitress was gone to say to me, I'm ordering a salad and it doesn't make me any less of an alpha. I'm not a beta for ordering salad. I literally was like, who are you talking to? I was like, what? Then I know I need to refill because this next one is a red flag too. Then the waitress comes back and the waitress is like definitely into this guy. He's a very attractive guy, okay? And the waitress is definitely into him and like flirting with him a bit. And I was fine with it at first. At the end, like once we were like asking for the check and she was walking away, he was like, I do really think that she might be into me. Do you think I could get her number? And I was like, I go, yeah, you absolutely could. Do you want to? And then he was like, no, I'm not saying I'm going to, but I'm just saying like, I definitely could. And I was like,
pop.
Go for it, Coleman. So then he goes inside, and then he goes inside to talk about.
There were more than you thought. Weren't there?
There were a few more than I
Okay.
thought. So then he goes inside and he goes to the bathroom, and like then when he came out, he was like, "Are you afraid I got her number?" And I was like, "No." I was like, "If you did, I'm sure you'll have a great time together." Yeah. So after dinner, we walk through Little Italy. We go to Seaport. Seaport, you know, is my favorite place. We love. He's being so sweet. He's holding my hand, and we're walking through Seaport, and it's a beautiful day, and oh, it's just wonderful. Everything is like going like really well after that. And we go to his hotel room in Seaport, and it's great. Okay, check mark. Everything is great. We spend a lovely time in his hotel together. Then I leave. Now we're on day 2 of me knowing this random stranger. He texts me and he's like, do you want to come out with me and my friends? We're going to this bar. And I was like, honestly, yeah, because I had a class. I was taking an agent class, so I was like, whatever, I'll come after the class. I go after the class to his friends. I'm meeting up with his friends. He is so drunk. He is next level when I got there. And I was like, you know what? Okay, I'm just here and I'm going to make friends with his friends and we're going to have a great time. His friends, wonderful. I like all of them. They're great people. He keeps coming over to me. He'll like say a few things to me. He'll like give me a few kisses and then he'll like always walk away. He was never like staying with me the whole time. He was very like being very social, which I don't mind. Like I like being extroverted. I like meeting new people, but I definitely was like, not one of the reasons he was there. Do you know what I mean? Like he wasn't.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like if he's there and he invites you and you're meeting all these new people for the first time.
Yeah,
he
could have made
spend a little more attention.
He definitely
you and, like make sure you're okay.
Yeah. So much so to the point that his friend that I really hit it off with, I was having a great time with his friend. He was like a wonderful person and like really liked astrology. So we were like talking about astrology. Yeah. It was fun. He said to me, because this guy's really hot, okay? A girl came up to him at the bar and was flirting with him at the bar that I'm at. And I turned to his friend and I was like, has he been like this the whole time? Or like, is he like cool? And then the friend says to me, if I was in your shoes right now, I would walk right out of this bar. And I was like...
Dude.
The friend went on to like hype me up and be like, you bring so much to the table. Like you have this light about you. You're so kind. Like you're fantastic. He was like, if someone is not going to bring to the table what you do, you're just settling. And for why? And I was like, wow, I'm like really listening to this guy. Then
he's a good friend.
Yeah, he is, right? Then I was approached by another guy at the bar. Another guy at the bar comes over to me and he goes, "Are you with this idiot?" Pointing at the guy James. And the guy's name is James, okay? Which is my ex-boyfriend's name. Should have seen that red flag!
Something's not wrong with the name James, I guess.
I can't believe I didn't pop. But his name was James, which is my ex-boyfriend's name. And I just wasn't calling him by his name because I was didn't want to be triggered in that way. And I was like, Jay.
Hey, Jay.
Hey, Jay, I made it. But anyways, a guy came up to me and said, "Are you with this idiot?" Pointing at James. And I was like, we're not together, but I am with him. I'm here literally for him. And he was like, "Well, come to our table, be with us." And I was like, bold. As I'm saying that, James is chugging a pitcher. And I was like, "I'll go with you if you have the balls to tell this guy that I'm going to spend the night with you tonight." And he was like, "What? This guy? Absolutely not." James then gets in a fight with someone. This is...
What is wrong with... Okay, Gianna, you did miss a lot of red flags and you didn't even think you did.
This is what happened. So that guy that was hitting on me goes into the group of his friends, James's friend Dave, and said something to him, and James just didn't like the way he said that, so he got up in his face and he was like, "What the heck was that? Oh my god, my ribbon fell out. My ribbon said, Deanna, relax." My ribbon said, "Take a breather, bitch." He got in his face and he's like, "What did you say? What did you say to my boy?" And I was like, this is getting crazy. And these two... And everyone's holding him back. And his other friend asked if I could just bring him back to his hotel. And I was like, "I'll bring him back to his hotel. I'll get him back." And then they're telling me they have a tour to the Statue of Liberty in the morning, so set his alarm for 7 a.m. That's all they asked of me. If I could bring him back to his hotel and set the alarm for 7 a.m. Which, looking back, I shouldn't have done any of that. I should have just been I'm gonna go. But instead, I took him back to his hotel, and he's literally passed out. By the second we get... This is a big guy that I have to corral back to this hotel. Anyways, we get to the hotel. He lays in bed and is passed out. Completely passed out. So much so, I am taking his phone and doing face recognition on a passed out guy. Literally, I'm like, "Oh, gotta get your face at a good angle so that..."
You can set the alarm.
Yeah. And here's where it gets juicy. I go on his phone. I'm going to set the alarm. Almost immediately, as I open his alarm app, do I receive a text that pops up on his phone that says, "Pink heart," those multiple pink hearts, "My love," multiple pink hearts. I click on it so fast. I was like... There was not one question that said, "This isn't my phone, privacy." I said, "My love." My love. I look at it. Clearly a girlfriend. He has been messaging her all day and all night and all the night that I was there the night before. "Oh, honey, I scrolled." I was like this. What? He's sending selfies, "Wish you were here, miss you, baby," countdown till when I get home. I was immediately texted her and I was like, "Oh my god, I am the girl he spent the last 2 days with. No way would I have ever thought this man had a girlfriend. He has been wooing me. He has been with me. Girl, he is cheating. I don't know your relationship. If it's open, I'm just letting you know right now." Texted the girlfriend, set his alarm, wrote on a note next to the bed, "Fuck you."
Ah! I did not know you did that either.
I'm just
these
details. I literally wrote, "Fuck you." Left. And I don't know why I was so fucking mad. And I was mad at myself.
Because you were duped.
I was duped. I was so mad. I would never do that to a girl. I hate that he made me do that to a girl. That was so I just felt so angry and so mad. I was like, I just went to a bar to meet your friends. Good thing I had a good time with them, but I wouldn't have done that. I would have gone home. I would have done my own thing. Maybe gone out. I don't know. I felt like he took my night and he fucked me over. I hated it. I felt terrible, hate everything about that. I was mad. I'm texting Coleman like crazy at this point. I'm literally like,
wild.
I'm so mad. I'm pretty sure all of it was in capitals. I was like,
all-
Coleman, James has a girlfriend. I hate this. I'm so angry. I'm texting him, and Coleman's being so good of like, don't blame yourself. Just get out of the situation.
I mean, right. Like, you were just trusting someone, you know?
Right. That's what it was.
And as soon as you found out, you did the right thing.
Yeah. It just like really, it just made me mad on like in so many levels because this was my distraction from the other red flag guy.
Yeah.
This was my, like, don't think about the other guy. He's also a red flag and he happens to be like, if you could even imagine worse. You know what I mean? Men. After I texted the girl and I wrote the fuck you note, I was out of that hotel so fast. I did not see if she replied. I did not see any of that. All I know is what happened in the morning. I wake up in the morning to so many texts from him because I set his alarm from 7 a.m. So many texts that are like, you've ruined a relationship. You broke the two of us up. I hope you're happy. Like, who the fuck do you think you are? Like, all this stuff. And I just was like, I don't care. You deserve every second of this. I didn't even reply. I was like, let him trickle in. Like, let's go. Let's fucking go. Then, and then 6 p.m., he texts me and he was like, well, now that we're broken up, like, now that we're broken up, if you're interested and you want to go out, I am not attached to anyone, and you have my honesty here. I'm being honest. Like, I'm not attached to anyone. I will take you out. And I blocked him so fast. Blocked him.
He was over it.
He was over it so quickly. I was like, I can't even.
Like, well, you know, we broke up, so.
Or I bet you he lied to the girlfriend and like they didn't break up or something and he was just like fine with, you know what I mean? But I was like, I'm not waiting around to find out, honey. Boom, blocked. I did my work. I told the girl. I got out of there. I will not ever be seeing or speaking to him again. I deleted him completely. To this day, I don't know his social media. Goodbye. And I think it was a blessing because of how like I was trying to get over the Bachelorette red flag person. And having this like blow up thing happen, all of a sudden, I had no feelings for either of them. I was like, oh, I'm going into August now, clear head, owning myself. I know I got out of terrible situations. I did the right thing. I let a girl know, like, I'm back on my game. I'm back on me for August. Like, I'm caring about me. I'm taking care of me. And all the red flags I missed, we say, rest in peace.
We say we're learning and growing, and next time we will not miss them.
No. We're learning and growing. And if someone gets in a fight at a bar and then their friends tell you to run away from them, you listen.
Right?
You listen to those things.
Right.
If you notice any red flag that I missed, please drop it in the comments. I'm being 100% honest with you guys. I feel good now that they're both gone. Do you know what I mean? Like, both of those people who brought just like negative, toxic red flag energy into my life, I feel no attachment to them. I don't miss the other guy that I had like more of a connection with. I don't miss him at all. Please, this Hawaiian guy, like, goodbye. Like, I feel very good, and August is here. It's Leo season. We're bringing that good energy in, and I'm so excited. We're moving forward. Green flags in the future. I even bought this dress for the day that I meet a guy that gives so many green flags.
We're hopeful. We're planning for the future. We're manifesting
those green flags in the future. All right, stay tuned because next week we're going to be talking about Coleman and Coleman's dates. How many dates have you gone on this week?
2.
That's right. So he's going to have some hopefully not glaring red flags like Lil Miss Dionymus. Okay, we're going to sign off. Let's give him the jingle. Red flag, red flag, red flag, red flag. Yay! See you next week. Love you. Like and subscribe.